The infantry of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade is deployed on the battlefield. On the right are stormtroopers, on the left, an occupier is hiding in a hole. The occupier leaves their position and moves along the trench, looking for their people to count them. Most likely, this is a platoon or division commander. They find one of the survivors hiding in a hole, sit down, and talk to them. Continuing to move along the trench to find another survivor, they reach the end of the trench and see that there is no one left. They return to their position, take out a walkie-talkie, and try to get in touch with someone. They assemble 2 fragmentation cumulative munitions, and one of the munitions partially achieves its goal. The occupier is injured but not seriously, so they go back to the hole. The stormtrooper approaches the distance for throwing a grenade. The occupier prepares UZRG and equips their own grenades. They manage to throw the grenade at a sufficient distance to avoid getting injured and continue to equip their grenades. The stormtroopers manage to jump back and avoid injury. One of them fires at the enemy to prevent them from throwing another grenade. It's worth noting how calmly the occupier acts, even in such a difficult situation. They calmly equip grenades. Another drone that monitors the battlefield enters the frame. The battlefield is completely controlled by both the command and the group of attack aircraft, providing full information about what is happening there. Another grenade misses the target. At first sight, it seems that the assault group has advantages since there are 2 of them and only 1 occupier. But, in fact, they have a more advantageous position as they are in shelter. The occupier prepares a grenade and waits for the attack aircraft to approach. They fire to prevent a shot. The fire from the attack aircraft allows them to conveniently throw a grenade. The stormtrooper, having received information from the UAV, approaches the occupier, who doesn't have time to prepare weapons for battle. The occupier is neutralized. A control grenade is thrown just in case. An explosion, and a puffer jacket flies out of the hole. The camera pans to the 2nd infantryman lying down and hiding in a hole. They drop the fragmentation cumulative ammunition. Due to the cumulative effect, the occupier's ammo bag detonates and catches fire, forcing them to leave their shelter. The stormtroopers, seeing this, immediately open fire on the damaged occupier. They hit them, and the occupier returns to the hole. A stormtrooper prepares a grenade and approaches the distance for a throw. They perform a controlled grenade throw, neutralizing the occupier. Just to be 100% sure, they open small arms fire. Further along the trench, they notice a hole, and the occupier's arm and leg with a red bandage can be seen. The goal is quite difficult to hit, but they drop the fragmentation cumulative ammunition, achieving a direct hit on the target and neutralizing the enemy. Now, video from the remote control of the drone, as the drone itself was lost during a combat mission. 2 30mm VOG-17 grenades are dropped. Although there is no direct hit, it is enough to detonate the battle kit. The occupier gets injured. The enemy is trying to pull up the reserve, with a scout drone watching. A 40mm high-explosive fragmentation projectile is dropped. One of the occupier forces throws away the machine gun and runs away.